Everyone is saying that climbing MMR as support is impossible, and I used to believe that too. But I went from 4K to 10K playing only support, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it too, without relying on your teammates to carry you. I made a video about my climb, and this one is going to be all about you. After a lot of research and many coaching sessions with my students, I managed to create a guide on what are the best ways you can improve in order to gain MMR. We will cover all the important bases of improving in Dota without making it overwhelming. Just keep in mind, this will be not a generic guide with obvious gameplay tips. Improving in Dota is hard, that's why most of the players are either stuck in a rank for a long time or climb slowly. However, if you get the right approach, there is no way to not improve in the long term, and I can guarantee you that. After watching this video and applying what I will tell you, you will see the difference. First, and the most important point is, learn from better players. If you think the path to improve in Dota lies in playing the game, you're wrong. First of all, you've been playing this game for some time already, and the reason you're watching this video is because you struggle to rank up efficiently. To improve, you need to start thinking like a better player, and only then you'll play better. You think that players with high MMR click buttons better than you? That they are faster mechanically? Not really. Well, maybe some of them are, but here I am, 31 years old, playing Dota for many years, and only recently I got to 10k MMR. You think I click better than I used to click 2 years ago? No. It's all about macro game understanding and realizing what are the principles in Dota. What does it mean in practice? Well, just watch replays and content. It is that simple. The best way to do this is find a good educational channel on YouTube and just watch their videos. My channel is one of them, but I'm quite sure you already know some others. Just find interesting videos for yourself and watch them. It's quite easy to understand, as usually they explain step by step what makes a good play. Just keep in mind that you want to find someone that actually understands how Dota works at highest level. What you can also do is watch replays. Not yours, but take them off Pro Tracker, sort by impact, and watch players' perspective. Think about what they deem important, and then it becomes easier to understand priorities on the lane. This is exactly what we're doing right now. For sake of it, I suggest watching laning stage mostly, maybe with first 2 rune rotations. First 8 minutes of the game will usually dictate how the rest of it goes, and while the mid game is really important, laning stage is the period of the game that you can easily reproduce in your games. If you would like a better version of this, I have added a few replays of myself explaining decisions I make in the game, as they are called 10k replays with commentary on my channel. That way you get to hear my thought process and understand why I make each move on the map. Watching replays is also by far the best way to deal with losses. Every time you lose a game, this is the most extreme case, or just every day, pick a single replay and watch 10 minutes of it. It gives you a good perspective and makes lose streaks very hard, as you usually will get to reset in between games. To sum this up, watch Dota, stop playing it. Spend 15 minutes a day on getting better and trust the process. Second point, self-sufficient supports to climb MMR. I talked about this in a video about my climb, but I believe one type of support is way better to climb MMR than the other one, and that is self-sufficient support. This is a kind of support that does not rely heavily on their teammates, as they can have impact on their own. Compared to the other one, let's call them amplifying support, that rely on having at least one competent core that will actually benefit from things you click on them. An amplifying support is what I would call Oracle, Abaddon, or Bane. You get the gist of it. Heroes that cannot really do plays on their own, and usually they cannot farm as well. On the other hand, I'll give you a few examples of heroes I believe are very good for MMR climbing, and explain how does that work. Snapfire is probably the best hero to do that right now, as she has it all. Her E wins lanes, Q and W help you push waves and win fights, and your ultimate deals crazy amount of damage. What you can do with this hero right now is just get arcane boots and be useful all over the map. I created a Snapfire guide as well, you can find it on my channel. Jakiro is always a perfect example of what you want from a hero to climb. He has two great facets, lots of damage, tower push and control. If you learn how to properly play that hero, I believe you will have all the tools to climb MMR. Hoodwink is also a hero that I can suggest. Her cast range facet makes it so easy to push lanes. You've got a stun and an ultimate that deals crazy amount of damage. Your high mobility makes you able to be in a lot of places, so you can get your farm and then still join the fights or connect to them. The exact hero doesn't matter, this is just giving you an idea. All you need to remember is to pick heroes that preferably win teamfights and push waves efficiently, as these are two most important things to climb MMR reliably. Pick heroes that don't rely on teammates but rather complement them. 3. Support mindset. This is something that you either have or you don't. Having support mentality while maintaining a good balance of bringing strategy into your team is the key point. You need to let your team flourish while still being able to help them. That means while you're always happy to take farm out of waves, you won't straight up steal it. It also means you carry smokes, observers, sentry, and you are the one that remembers about certain timings. Cores are always too busy or overwhelmed by this, and it has to be you. It is your job to call for the move for the Tormentor. As soon as it's about 19 minutes, signal to your team that you should start moving towards it and take it ASAP, as it is the most gold swing you can get in a single objective. You might need help with XP Shrine, let your team know before a disaster happens. Always carry a smoke and think about where are you likely to catch people. As soon as you push out waves, go use it and then have ops ready. You either place it to win a fight, or you set up vision for another smoke in the next 5 minutes. There are two types of bad support mentality. One thinks he's better than his team and aims to play straight up core from support position, and that is potentially griefing. The second one, however, is support that thinks if he wards and pulls, that's all he needs to do. That's not true. Dying 10 times randomly at position 5 does not make you a good support. You need to understand that even though most of your impact lies in early game, you still have to maintain focus and position well in the mid game. Learn how to think like a good support. Stop blaming the team. You'll get bad teammates, it never stops. What needs to stop, however, is you ever paying attention to what they are doing. In the long run, your teammates have no impact whatsoever on your games as long as you don't become toxic to them, because in this case, even a chill player can lose you a game out of spite. Never comment on anything negative towards your team. There are two cases of this. Either someone fucked up and he knows this, so there's no reason to do that, or he just wants to tilt you and then there's no need to talk to that person. The only criticism you can make towards a teammate is the one that is aiming to win the game. You can say, I think you need BKB versus Mars, or need to kill supports first, ignore Medusa. That way, it is constructive, although it doesn't mean it has to work. You all know DotA player base. And don't talk too much. You don't need many words to tell your team the plan. You're just highlighting the important things. I'm securing rune at 6. There are triple stacks on triangle. Push out and we smoke. Do not talk non-stop, as there are players that will straight up mute you. Chat and chat wheel are there for information. Find the right balance between being a player in the game but also looking at the macro scale. Dictate the tempo of the games and your team will become the one controlling it. Playing support can be one of the most rewarding roles in Dota, as long as you have the right mindset and focus on the big picture. If you want more help with that, I also offer coaching sessions over on Support Heaven Discord. I hope this video gave you a new perspective on how to actually climb as support, and more importantly, the motivation to put that into practice. Thanks a lot for watching, don't forget to subscribe if you want more contents like this, and as always, see you!